My name is Deborah Meehl, and I am the president and the founder of the Meehl Foundation. We are an intensively trained DBT team. We were trained in Seattle, Washington at Behavioral Tech, and we are also an Amen Brain Healthy Treatment Program. We specialize in bipolar and borderline personality disorder with or without substance abuse. We are technically considered a residential group home with a very strong recovery program. We do 5 hours of group a day. We do DBT, REBT. We do an hour of 12-step, an hour of Amen material, and an hour of self-esteem. So our clients have a very well-rounded program, and they spend 90 days with us. They start the day going to the gym. We have exercise within our program. It's very important for brain because it supplies more oxygen and more blood to the brain, and that's vital in regenerating the brain. We all fix dinner together. We follow an omni-paleo diet for the most part, with lots of protein, lots of vegetables. So people learn to eat differently, they learn to cook differently. When they leave my facility, they can then manage on their own when they return back to their community. So it's important that people are in a peaceful environment, and that's what we foster at the Meehl House. There's not a lot of conflict. People learn right away how to get along with one another because everybody comes from a different background, a different culture. People are sometimes uncomfortable with group work. They're uncomfortable with meeting new people, and we try to make that transition as easy as possible for them. When I married Mark, he was eventually diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and with bipolar disorder. What we believe is that for years he struggled with bipolar disorder. He was untreated, unmedicated, and eventually developed 6 out of the 9 criteria for borderline personality disorder. We had searched for about 18 months for any type of treatment. There were so little places for you to go after a hospitalization where you could actually live in a family and in a home environment that we knew that this is what we wanted to do with our life's work. One of the reasons that DBT is so successful is that you can actually learn to separate the who of who you are, your identity, from your experiences. So you can go forward and you can actually then be transformed. We took a woman into our program that had had 17 suicide attempts before she came to us. And she spent a year in our program. After she finished that year, she got a divorce, she got a new job, she went back to school, she got her own apartment, and she is living successfully in the community at this time. You can't always expect that kind of result, but with DBT and the correct environment, you can at least get close to that type of result. About 87% of the time, significant changes can be made so that people can be an active part in their own communities. Dialectical behavioral therapy has a lot of Zen concepts. I tell people that it's not just a Zen philosophy, it's also a Christian philosophy. People come to us with a variety of religious backgrounds, and we honor all of those religious backgrounds. We help people find their own spirituality and their own path to God. We have a lot of compassion for people that have had a difficult life, and we want to help them be able to move forward. Most of our clients that come to us get SPEC images, and those images show the parts of the brain that are what we call too hot or too cold. Most of our clients have spent on average 10 years with either the wrong diagnosis or not on the right medication, not on the right combination of medication, and being able to get a SPEC image really does help with that. So when people come to us, they already have years of failures, and what we want to help people understand is even if you've had those years of failures, you can still look to the future to be able to get significantly better. We don't want anybody to give up. We want people to have hope and know that if people learn new skills in their life to be able to manage their emotional regulation and their distress tolerance, people get remarkably better. We understand now that our perceptions and our projections come from our culture, our background, our gender, the way that we've been raised, and you're entitled to your own perceptions and your own beliefs, but you're not entitled to your own facts. So I tell my clients, you can believe all day long that the moon is made out of green cheese, but that doesn't make it so. So if we can reframe our stories about our life experiences, then lots of times we can move on and just quite frankly be happier and healthier adults.